Guys, this is such a crazy month. The world is burning.
Cleaned out and burning. Fairfax near Hollywood, a battleground. LA has survived a history of race riots. It's in one again.
It's one of our darkest days.
This time it's nationwide. New York, under siege.
Leave him alone! Don't get out of here!
In Minneapolis, it felt different.
And the State Patrol has just arrived, preparing to take on these protesters and throwing flash grenades right now.
Curfews are now imposed in multiple states.
Get inside! Get inside!
Here's an arrest. Here comes another one.
From Seattle to Chicago and in the heart of Los Angeles, police begin taking control.
But I'm here in Sri Lanka, and this past month for me has been so different than my friends back in the US. And honestly, I feel bad. I feel like I'm such a bubble here because I literally had no idea what was going on. The Sinhalese guys, these Sri Lankan guys that work at the restaurant came out to me and they're like, bro, what's going on in America? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, do you not watch the news? I'm like, no, I don't watch the news. And I went and I laid in my hammock and had some coffee and I was scrolling on my phone through Twitter and I'm like, oh my God, what the heck is going on? And the very first day, so first off, as you guys know probably better than I do, for the last couple months, everyone's been locked in the US, social distancing, quarantine, everyone's on home. And then, states start like wanting people to get out. People start getting frustrated. They're like, I want to get out. This economy sucks. Nobody has a job. Everybody's broke. Let's get out of here. And then people start going out. And then there's a video of a cop straight up murdering a guy. George Floyd. Rest in peace. And at first, when I opened the video and I was like, look, I bet there's more of a story to it. He's probably, lots of people resist arrest. They get shot, they get killed, whatever. I watched the video and I'm like, this guy, at least from the videos that I saw that I could find, and it showed most of it, he wasn't even resisting arrest. And if he was, all right, because there was a segment where we didn't see it for a minute, even if he was on the ground detained, the cop was kneeling on his neck, which you shouldn't be doing anyways, and if you do it for like 5 seconds to like detain him, subdue him, and then like let him up, put him back in the cop car, right? This dude was like, nope, straight up murdered him, straight up killed him. I'm so glad that all the cops were arrested and that cop went to jail. There's no reason to do that. That's straight up murder. The other cops, Asian dude, come on, man. Speak up. You gotta be like, hey, what are you doing? You can't do that. Like, that's not protocol. So I feel bad, and I'm glad that people protested. However, the next day I wake up and I'm like, they're not protesting. People are burning down buildings, flipping cop cars, rioting, looting, and I'm like, oh my God, this is not gonna help the cause. This is not gonna help anybody. And honestly, I don't know what the solution is, all right? I understand people are pissed. I understand people are upset. I understand that some cops are bad people and some protesters are bad people. Most protesters, most cops, most people are good people. And it's crazy because now the news is just gonna focus on the really bad, crazy things that are happening, and nobody's gonna win. Nobody is, I promise you this, nobody is gonna win from this. And I feel bad because I'm here in freaking beach town, Sri Lanka, complete peace. You hear like birds chirping. And I'm on Twitter thinking, oh my God, America is gone to hell. It's literally burning the ground. And I started feeling bad. I'm like, what can I do, right? You know, like some things, retweeted some things. You know, and normally I try to stay away from politics or stay away from the crazy stuff. First, because I'm not even there. I haven't been back to the U.S. in almost a year. I haven't lived in the U.S. in 10 years. And there's always multiple sides of things, right? Nothing's easy. So I try to just stay away. I'm like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. But I was like, you know what? By me never saying anything, I'm not helping, right? Maybe I'm not making it worse, but I'm also not helping. So I'm putting it out there. Black Lives Matter. I believe in that. I support it. Period. I also don't believe in burning down Target. I like Target. It's one of my favorite stores. I don't believe in looting. And I don't think that's helping people's causes. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I don't know what the solution is, but honestly, I'm kind of glad that I've completely checked out, that I have nothing to do with it. My business, my life is not affected one bit by the US going to hell. And I feel a bit bad, but at the same time, I know I'm very fortunate because so many Americans have no job right now. They have no income. They're suffering. They have high bills. They can't pay rent. And then you have the landlords who can't collect rent because people don't have money to pay it, or people have money, but because there's no evictions, they choose not to pay it. Both sides are screwed, all right? I'm so happy that I don't own physical real estate in the US. And yes, I have some investments in apartment buildings through a fund, but I'm so diversified that I'll be okay with it. It's not that big of a deal to me. It's not gonna end me. It's not gonna, it's not gonna destroy my life savings. I'm not gonna go bankrupt because of it. The stock market took a huge hit, and I lost $30,000 overnight, but it went back up, and I bought more. So maybe I even actually end up making money from that. I don't have a physical business in the US, so while small businesses literally had months of no income because there was no customers, and then now they have no business because their place has been smashed, looted, or burnt down. And you know what? If you have insurance and you're like, well, I wasn't making money anyways, that's great, that's one thing. But what if you don't have insurance? What if you're just some small mom and pop shop, and not even protesters, but people, bad people are just taking advantage of this bad situation and just saying, you know what, let's go do some gangster shit. Let's go mess up some businesses for no reason. That's not good. It's not good for anybody. I'm so happy and so fortunate that all my businesses are online, on this freaking laptop, on the cloud. So even if somebody smashed this laptop, I would still be okay because everything's on the cloud. And I can't even spend money here because everything is so cheap in Sri Lanka in general. And because of the pandemic and all the surfers and backpackers not having any money, and there's no competition, places have just discounted without me even asking. Like, everything is cheaper. So this is my monthly income, expenses, and kind of life report. I know it kind of came off to a weird start, but it's been a weird month. And I felt like if I just jumped into like, hey guys, so, this is how much I spent this much I earned, it would have been a weird, I would have felt like I was not in touch. So that's the update. Thank God my family is okay. My parents are in San Francisco, but in like the Sunset area, which is in the city but almost a suburb. My sister is like out in the mountains in like the edge of Silicon Valley, but like not anywhere near the city, so she's okay. But even like my buddy Chris, he lives in Orange County, which is, I thought was super safe area with a bunch of retirees. He's like, no man, he's like, I smell smoke when I go outside. Stores are smashed. You can't go anywhere. People are rioting in every major city. So part of me thinks I should feel bad. But I also know it has nothing to do with me, and there's nothing I can change. I can't change everybody in the U.S. I don't want to go into politics. You can ask me, Johnny, I'll pay you $100 million to go into politics and change it. I'm like, no way. No way. I would not want to be Donald Trump right now. I would not want to be governor of California or whatever state. I think they have a hard job, and I think they're messing a lot of things up, but I also don't think I can do it any better. So I'm happy having my small online businesses that are completely offline and living cheaply out of a duffel bag that there's nothing in there that I can't replace pretty easily and for not that much money. This is the life I've built for myself as a location-independent, minimalist digital nomad that hit lean fire, financial independence, retire early by keeping my costs low, by living cheaply in places like Thailand or Eastern Europe or Sri Lanka, and just not owning a bunch of stuff, not owning a house or cars or a physical business. So this month, living in this co-working, co-living space, in this shared villa, I spent $241. And that included all utilities: water, gas, electricity, Wi-Fi, drinking water delivered, house cleaning, and a co-working space membership. And there's not that many restaurants even open, so I got food delivery. I went out a few times, but I probably spent $150 a month on food, because food in Sri Lanka is super cheap. I'm eating like rice and like dal, which is like lentils, and like I didn't spend anything this month. I spent $525 the entire month. Surfboard rentals are $2.60 for an hour, and I never surf more than an hour. And it's right across the street, so I don't need to spend gas. I don't need to take a taxi anywhere. So my cost of living have been so cheap. I don't think I've spent less than $600 since I was broke and trying to spend less than $600 living in Thailand back in 2008 to 2012, when I had to do that because I had no other option. I'm gonna move inside because it's getting dark. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can tell, but it's completely dark now. I went in, I finished up calculating how much I spent and how much I earned this month for my wrap up, and I'm actually moving tomorrow to the east coast of Sri Lanka, to Agramon Bay, to spend the next month, all of June. So I had to organize a bunch of things like the van. Someone's delivering 5 surfboards to me tomorrow to bring there, and all these kind of last minute things. And the funny thing is I haven't even packed yet. And most people would be stressed about this, but I've been traveling carry-on only for the last year or more. So it takes me like 5 minutes to pack. And things like this have eliminated so much stress from my life, knowing I don't have any responsibilities, I don't have much stuff, but I have $100,000 in the bank account that can get me through anything. And it's so weird because I was literally sitting with this girl the other day. She was trying to log into her phone's bank app, and we had our fingers crossed for her because she was hoping she had enough money to basically pay her bills. She was like, I need $400, and she had no idea how much she had. The last time she checked, she had $1,000 left, and she went to the ATM and tried to take out $300 and it rejected it. She tried to take out $200 and rejected it. She tried to take out $100 and it was able to go through. And she was like, so she didn't know if she had $100 or $1,000 in her account. And it was ironic because I actually didn't know how much I had in my bank account either, but I knew it was a lot more than $1,000, which is what I had in my bank account when I first started online business in 2013. I mean, I had a bit more, but by the time my store actually started making sales, I had less than $1,000. I knew that I was in the course, I had started building my store, and that any day now, sales would come in. But that money was dwindling away. And luckily, I was building something that would eventually earn me a lot of money. But it was hard, it was scary. And I think now when I'm hanging out with the surfers and the backpackers and the travelers and their money is dwindling, yet they're not building anything. So they have no, I don't know what's going through their minds. I don't know if it's like, well, there's nothing I can do, so let me just enjoy life, take a yoga teacher training course, surf all day, buy a new surfboard, whatever it is, buy a new camera so I can make surf videos. But I'm like, you have no job, you have no income, and you're not building anything to hopefully even have income. It really boggles my mind, yet I see they're relatively happy people and they're really enjoying life. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe the world could end tomorrow and all this wealth that I've saved for my future, I'll never get to use. So I don't know what the answer is, guys, but I know that if the world doesn't end, I'm probably better off than the old Johnny that had $1,000 in my account. And it's been a weird month. So I calculated I spent $525 in total this month, which is the least I've spent ever. And I don't know how much actually I made because we had so many orders come in for the 2 dropshipping stores that we're waiting for invoices, we're waiting for the accounting, the shipping costs and all that. But based on our margins, which are about 30%, minus shipping, minus ads, in total, those stores probably made $20,000, which is pretty freaking insane. Unfortunately, I have partners. Well, fortunately, I have partners that they're running the store. Unfortunately, they're not 100% my store, so that's not all profit in my pocket. So far this month, what's hit my bank account was $7,500 something dollars, and I spent $500 something dollars. It's insane. I mean, that's like a 95% savings rate or something like that. And I'm very, very fortunate. I know how fortunate I am, but I also know how hard I worked for this and how much I've sacrificed to get to this point. And what I really want to kind of leave everyone with is life is a balance of it, where part of me feels bad that people are broke, that people have lots of expenses that they're suffering. And the other part of me thinks, that would have been me too if I didn't take these chances. I didn't try to start a business. I didn't, spend all this time, money, and effort learning the skills I have. And I'm in a weird spot because now I've made it, but I want to help others. So I tell people, sign up for Anton's course. That's the course I took. The only problem is Anton's course is more expensive than it was 7 years ago, but he has way more videos in there. He literally had 13 modules when I took his course. And now he has 82. That's like, I don't know how many hours are in there, but it's like 40 hours of video. So of course he's going to charge a lot of money for it. And it's worth it. It's been proven to work. I mean, just today, somebody messaged me on Instagram saying, hey, thanks so much, you changed my life. And he shows me a screenshot of his store. And I posted it, and like 2 minutes later, someone else replies to it saying, same here, Johnny, and he's showing me a screenshot of his store, and I'm like, this is why I tell people to sign up for Anton's course. Sure, I get a credit if you use my link, and please use my link if you are gonna sign up anyways, because it doesn't cost you anything. But aside from that, it is the course that changed my life, and is the course I recommend. But I also know not everyone can afford $2,000, even though the ROI is insane. Like anything else, you told me, Johnny, do you want to invest $2,000 in 2 months of your time and it'll bring back 100x? I'm like, yeah, of course. Like what? Like how many of these can I sign up for? But I knew that not everybody can do it, you know? So this last month, I decided, you know what? I've been very fortunate to have all the mentors I've had all the knowledge I've had, and even though this is the solution for most people, especially if you're from the UK, like Chris's, or from the US, like Curtis's, these guys who sent me the screenshots, or all the guys from Australia or Norway or Sweden that are crushing it. I also know that, you know, there has to be another way. So this past month, because I had all this free time, I decided to create those first 13 modules again that I originally learned from you know, my knowledge, and put it out for free. So it's all on my YouTube channel. If you watch my YouTube channel, you might have already seen the other videos. If not, hit subscribe, watch some of the old videos, try to watch in order if you can. And I'm drip feeding it out over the next, I don't know, I don't want to put them all at once because YouTube hates that. So I drip them out every like 3, 4, 5 days. And then I try to have a normal video in between so people don't get tired of it and be like, with Johnny, like all you're doing is dripping out 13 dropshipping tutorials in a row. So that's my goal, is dropship tutorial, module 1, normal video of travel or a tour or something, dropship video 2, you know, kind of like that. So if you want just full access to the whole course right away and you want to wait for it, I set up a redirect email opt-in. It's dropshiplab.com. You can just put your email in there and you get the whole course for free, and you don't have to wait. And you also get an invite to our private Facebook group. And the reason why I created this, if you didn't watch the other video, is because I feel like I can give away this knowledge. I have it. It's all in my brain, and I can help some people who really want to change their lives and start a business, and they just can't otherwise afford it. So that is my donation of time. And obviously, you know, YouTube's going to pay me a little bit for it. I tripled my YouTube revenue this month, which is amazing. It's still only like $550 for the month, which is pretty good, but you know, I could have made this into a course and sold it for $500 each and made a lot more money. So it's not about the revenue, it's just kind of like a nice bonus from YouTube. So thank you, YouTube. Thank you guys for subscribing. But really, it's just because I'm like, you know what? If I can teach this, let me just do it. Like, I'm never going to create a paid course in competition to Anton's. First off, because his is going to be better. But second, I would just feel bad doing it. But if I can just give this free course out there and recommend his course, saying like, if you want someone to hold your hand through it, you want screen shares, then take his. But otherwise, here's my free version. I'm okay with that. That's something that sits well with me. So in this past month, I've recorded all 13 modules, edited it, uploaded it. It's all in the back end. They're all unlisted, so they're ready to go. So people in the course, the free course, can see them. And those who are just waiting for them to come out on YouTube, they'll slowly come out over the next 2 months. So there you have it. It's been a cool month. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. I've surfed like 4 to 5 days a week, so my surfing's gotten better. I'm still a beginner, so I'm still kind of crap, but I love it. It's good exercise and I've gotten better. I've been working on my handstands a few times a week, and I can finally free handstand for like a few seconds, like not a few seconds, a few milliseconds. So I can kind of do it, especially like on the sand. I've worked out pretty much every day, and I'm actually in better shape than I was before. I've practiced Russian pretty much every day, and I've actually met with Russian speakers to trade the language. So my Russian has gotten a little bit better. Everything's a little bit better. I've made more money. I've grown my businesses. I started this business. I've created and uploaded 20 videos on YouTube this month. And most of them are unlisted, so you haven't even seen them yet. But that's insane. I've never made this many videos in my life. And I've done, I've basically said yes to every video interview, every like virtual summit. I've done so much this month. And now I'm gonna take a freaking break. June, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna head to this other beach and I'm gonna chill out. So you're gonna see a little bit less of me, but I have enough content to drip out for the next month. And I'm hoping that I can catch the waves there because Argamon Bay is like world-class surfing, which also means it's really difficult surfing. So I'm not ready for it, but I'm hoping I can find some baby waves and just kind of cut my teeth there and not cut my feet. And yeah, that's it. So it's been a crazy month. 100K throughout the 2 stores for drop shipping. It blows my mind. And part of me, honestly, just wants to start my own store and just keep 100% of it and just earn more money. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't even know why I need to make more money. I don't spend anything. I have enough invested and saved up. I'm able to give my parents $1,000 a month, every month. And I'm able to donate to these charities, like the Muay Thai charity that I've been donating to for 5 years every month now. And I just gave them another donation today because they're actually gonna buy a piece of land and build a permanent home for these kids. And I'm happy. Like, I'm very happy. Like, I'm sure I can do more in the world, but honestly, like, I think there's only so much we can each do individually, and I feel like as long as we're not the ones messing up the world, if we can just help a little bit, it brings the world in the right place. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna end this. I know it's pretty long, but that was this month's update. I know it's a little bit different, a little bit more personal, a little bit more crazy. Especially if you're not from America, you might be thinking like, what is going on there? Well, I don't know, because if you notice how quiet and peaceful it is here, I've escaped. And if you want to change the world, when you want to get into politics, go for it. I wish you the best of luck. But if you're like me and you're like, you know what, I just want to live my life. I want to make enough money so I can, help my parents out. I can be generous with my friends. I can give a little bit here and there to charity. I can live an enjoyable life and pursue my hobbies. Then go this route. Start a business, become location dependent, travel, get rid of all your stuff, be a minimalist. And I guarantee you're not gonna have much stress because the world is literally burning around me and I have no stress. And I'm very happy, I'm very content. So if that is your goal, follow my footsteps. If not, I respect your choices. We all have different missions in life. Leave a comment below. I'd be curious what your goals are for June, what you were up to this past month. And if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them, happy to help. Try not to get into some crazy political debates in the comments, or go ahead, I might just ignore it. I'll read it, but if I don't respond, it's probably because, you're calling this, Agent Orange versus, whatever, like, whatever political dramas out there. I'm glad I'm sitting this one out. That's all I can say. I love you guys. I hope you're well, and take care. See you guys in the next one.
One day your story will be told. One of the lucky ones who's made his name. One day they'll tell you that you've changed beneath the lights of your deserved fame.
Animal House. If my life was a book,